for the Tigers?
Well, not a surprise because if you remember that this award thing came under 7 days. Success story for Super Falcons celebrated on return from Morocco. The Tigers on return from Côte d'Ivoire after winning the Afro Basketball Championship. I knew it was going to be so because when Super Falcons won in Morocco and it got appreciated, the talk was everywhere that perhaps if these ladies win in Abidjan or in Côte d'Ivoire, they will also be celebrated. And Mr. President just lived up to expectation and writing his name in history has been the first Nigerian president to give back-to-back awards under a period of 1 week. It's a good one, and I hope this one is going to be sustained because some person's mind, instead of complaints about economy, bad government, and some other strange things that we have observed in the Nigerian political scene, there's now been talk about Mr. President and, of course, the First Lady being fatherly, being motherly. And I think this will sustain because sportsmen and women are eagerly looking forward to more such moments because when you motivate an athlete, he or she is bound to do better. And I hope too that those that are close to the presidency will get to know now that at least there's high rating, there's a new love for this presidency, and some former presidents did not do so in time past, and now he has come to correct the wrongs of the past. For me personally, and of course many other football fans, many sportsmen and women that have related with within this period, they have now seen Mr. President as somebody they should really celebrate and support also, which is good. Perhaps we look forward to the Super Eagles that are now in a Shan tournament. This is enough motivation for them because they know too that if they win, there's bound to be reward. Cash rewards, talk about national awards, land, and what have you. It's a good one, and it has to be kept very much intact.
Tony Ubani, let's look at it this way. How can this be sustained beyond? Can this outlive the current administration? Last week on the show, we talked about a structured reward system for Nigerian sportsmen and women.
Yeah, man, it will be difficult, for to be sustained. I must tell you, because if you talk about this administration, I think that this administration can sustain it. Almost every administration is different from another. And of course, the Tinubu administration we have seen is an administration that loves sports. And of course, he has made sports a focal point. And I think that in every administration, you must pick some things that you'll be identified with. And indeed, if this administration, sustain this, which I doubt very much, is really going to leave a very lasting legacy because what they have done has affected every facet of the society because people are talking. That means this administration has done something good. And indeed, if the administration can do something to sports, then there is hope. There is renewed hope that the administration can equally, from sports, move to the police, move to the army, move to hospitals, move to schools. And of course, that is how things are done. I'm indeed really very grateful that things are happening. Now, it has started with the women, and indeed, we are also looking forward if the men could be, come out with sterling performances as we have seen in the women. The Chan team are there. And of course, we have seen the Tigers also preparing to go for their own Afro basketball competition. So many people have lost so much hope on men. And indeed in sports, I think that the women have shown us that they are the ones, in the vanguard of everything once it comes to accomplishments and of course returning Nigeria to its past glories.
Raymond, let's look at it this way. Beyond football and basketball, how can this also be extended to other sports? Because we've had athletes who have done exceptionally well in handball, in volleyball, in wrestling, name it.
Yeah, definitely. That was why I said it's a new dawn for Nigerian sports, not just basketball, not just football. Many more sporting events are taking place, and the athletes, every athlete you get close to will tell you that there's nothing better than motivation. Even as they train, they always think, what am I going to get? Now, this is a positive signal to all sportsmen and women, not minding the sports they are in. They will always go there. They want to do their best because they believe that something will come from Mr. President. And that's why I want to appeal that this reward policy should be there, permanently. So at least every sport be it chess, be it Scrabble, be it weightlifting. Let them get appreciated because there should be something for every champion. And that will motivate them. That's just my appeal. Even though they have done past or have done well in the past before, should also be remembered, Matthew.
Tony Ubani, in a time where we mostly crave foreign direct investment, we are looking at a system where a large chunk of the players of the Super Falcons are those who are born and raised abroad. Same 99.9% of those of the Tigers were also born and raised abroad. This also implies that the money given out is also going out of the country. So where does this leave homegrown talent and the impact this would have made in families across Nigeria if these athletes were to be from families who were majorly based and stayed in the country?
Yeah, Mario, very beautiful question. But I must tell you too that they are Nigerians first and foremost. They are Nigerians, and of course, the people you talk about, most of them, left Nigeria to go abroad. So they have a lot of families at home, and there is no how that money is not going to, reach the parents or their relatives that are in Nigeria. But very good thing indeed that the way we are going, Matthew, I think that we are leaving grassroots football, to suffer.
Yeah, grassroots sports.
Honestly, because what it means is that anybody who goes abroad and of course, sees beautiful infrastructure, get tuned to it, and of course is doing well, that person will be invited to represent Nigeria. And by so doing, those who are at home are suffering. That's exactly what it means. But beyond that, I think that since we have accepted the fact that any Nigerian, anybody who has a root, as a Nigerian and of course willing, to represent Nigeria should be invited. But in doing that, we must also ensure that the person is better than the people at home. Because I do know that there are a lot of talents, a lot of athletes that also have what it takes to represent Nigeria. We should focus more on homegrown athletes. Before now, Matthew, Nigeria has conquered Africa, conquered the world through homegrown athletes. Nothing has changed except for the fact that everybody likes something that has already been well prepared and waiting for people to do. So what is good for the Falcon is good for the Tigers, it's good for the Scrabbler, and of course, it's good for the wrestler too.
Matthew, if I may just add.
Yes, if you will.
Facilities, very key. Is it not shameful that Nigeria now we have only one stadium that can host proper sporting events? The Gospel Akpabio Stadium in Uyo. When this same government that has started rewarding basketballers and footballers, should also take it as something challenge. Key, a challenge to make sure that facilities are improved upon. Don't let our stadiums rot away as we have at National Stadium in Surulere, Lagos. Those stadia all over the country should be well, refurbished, so that at least grassroots talent could be there, because you need to practice. When you practice, we'll not look at only abroad to get quality players. So that's my further appeal. That's my appeal to the government.
Even the stadium at Akpabio Stadium, is being weighed down by too many activities. The National Stadium in Abuja is not functional.
Absolutely, just like the Mobolaji Johnson Arena.
And lots more.
Absolutely, we want to believe that the federal government, as well as the National Sports Commission, will see this as a priority to ensure that we get our sporting infrastructure in good state. Who says Nigeria can host the women's AFCON? Morocco is hosting it over and over again. This is just an opportunity to put our house in order and ensure that in the next 5 years, we also make some of these bids and bring the rest of Africa and even the rest of the world to Nigeria. On the other side, we'll still be talking basketball. Remember, the ladies did it, and now the guys are saying it is our turn to make it happen. Stick around.
When I go feed raise and pass me,